Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922 here to bring you One Piece. That's right. One Piece chapter 685 review, and before I get into it, I want to just mention one thing about that Bleach review I forgot to mention was the artwork. We did a really good job. They had a very angry face of Ichigo. It was free fucking epic. Oh man. You ever go check out, I think it's page 15. It was rather page 15 or 14. But go check that out. That was really epic face of Ichigo there. Okay. Pretty much what happened in this chapter of One Piece 685, which was titled Mononosuke, That Is My Name. Pretty much see Luffy. He considers Mononosuke food. The dragon food is like, oh, my food, and what's going on and on for this saying. And then Luffy introduces himself saying, my name's Luffy, I'm the king of the pirates. And, Mononosuke has a dragon's thing. He's basically saying, how can you be that? Usually they have, they're like 400 kilograms worth of weight on them. And that's what he was saying. And he kept... The best part was the fact that Mononosuke kept telling him to stop drooling. And he was saying how he was... remembering how he became that way, and saying how all I knew was that this was an island filled with sick children, but he didn't know specifically what was going on there, what was being done to them. And he said he was smuggled on a certain boat, and so on and so forth. And he says the children were kind to him, and he wouldn't accept any help from anybody. He didn't accept help from them, so instead he would just ignore them and not accept any help. And then we have a scene, there's a flashback. That was part of the flashback. And we have a scene where he goes into a room. It's the same room. It was the room that Caesar Clown was in. He was in the room where he was talking to his subordinates and telling them how, it's been a long journey. That room. And we see that there's this container in the middle of the room. And in the container is a devil fruit. And what happened was that this was the secret room that no one was allowed to go into. The children were not allowed to go into this room. And he went in there and he ate the fruit. And what we find out is that the fruit is actually I'm trying to think. Yeah. And the fruit is actually a devil fruit. And apparently he ate it, and all of a sudden he starts turning into that dragon, and he whoosts away. So he just leaves out of that room. And the guard said it was, And then he sees a reflection in the mirror of what he looked like. And he was scared, and he left. And that's how he got into that gutter. And Luffy's telling him, like, you should be able to turn back human. But then again, I don't know, because I'm not a Zoan devil fruit user. So, Luffy can't give Mononosuke enough kind of anything. To assure him and return back to, you know, to his normal self as a human. And Luffy's telling him that we should be able to get through there. I'll crawl the walls and we'll get through there. And then he reveals to Luffy also that Caesar Clown said that in like 15, like, I think he said 15 years? No, 5 years. In 5 years, they will be gone from this world. After eating all that messed up candy, they're going to be gone. So he's just using these kids, and they're going to die. So I'm saying it was a necessary sacrifice. And then Luffy said, Caesar, and everything. And then he says, okay, Mo, we're climbing the wall. Hold on to me. We need to save the kids, and so on and so forth. And we see Mononosuke, he doesn't want to do it, and he's very sluggish. And then Luffy just says, hold on. We see this epic thing of HAKI. Him using the Conqueror HAKI on Mononosuke. And then just right then and there, he snaps out of it, and he just zooms right through, and he starts flying through the top. And then after that, we get, obviously, the groups. We get Usopp's group with Usopp, Kinemon, and Brook. They're in Building B, trying to get into the area they need to get into. Then we go from there to Building D with Law and with Law, we see Law. And then we go from there to Building B, 3rd floor. Well, actually, no. We saw Sanji. Yeah, we saw Sanji telling the G5 on Tashigi to get. They're trying to get out of there, and so is Nami. They're Nami and Chopper. They're in the same room as Monet. Now, this is the one part of the chapter that I got a little bit pissed. And they're saying to tell Mocha, run away. And apparently, yes, Monet has the Yuki fruit, which is the snow woman fruit, snow fruit. And that's when we see the last page of the chapter, and Mocha's running away, and she says, running away. And while she's running away from the children, we see that there's a fight going on. ZORO, Nami, Chopper, and Robin against Monet. And Robin says, I'll slow them down just a little. And then we see Monet says, don't interfere. And Monet, you fucking bitch. You stabbed Robin. I don't think so. Well, she's going to get what's coming to her. Because Zoro's coming in now. So basically she stabs her. And then he says, the enemy's a Logia. Leave it to me. You guys go restrain the kids. And then it says that the approximate time left until the killer glass fills Building B is 20 minutes. Now, this is obviously a bad translation because I read it somewhere else, I think. I'm not sure where. Might have been a bad... Because I'm just going through it again. I remember reading it beforehand that Zoro said, it's a Logia type. I can use HAKI. I'll take care of it. So yeah, that's what happened there. And that's pretty much what happened in this chapter. Now, the thing about it is and it seems like she's using she's using her claws to pick up this she's using Monet's actually using a there was it's some kind of sword that she grasped with her talons. So that's what's happening there. So now they're all running to the area where Caesar Clown's trying to close them off. And I mean, it pissed me off. I mean, I like Monet, but man, you're hurting Robin? Oh, you better not do that. Because then I'm going to hunt you down. I'm going to put you in the oven, 350 degrees, and you're going to be burnt, roasted duck. Because you got wings and everything. You're half a bird, so guess what? Bird stew! But other than that, this was a pretty decent chapter, pretty interesting chapter. Also, I forgot to mention in this chapter, also, we saw an epic scene. Epic scene with Smoker and Virgo. Smoker, he punched the hell out of Virgo. Punched him from the side. That was awesome. Unbelievably awesome. That was an awesome scene right there as well. Now, I'm going to give this... I'm trying to think. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. It was a pretty good chapter. Just the one thing with Robin that pissed me off. Monet, I don't think so. Hurting Robin? No. Buzz off. I like you and all, but that doesn't fly. Sorry, bitch. Sorry, bird, bitch. Zoro's gonna turn you into roast duck. But anyway, like I said before, I'm wondering how they're gonna get out of this, because if they're all gonna be going in the same area. So now it seems like Zoro, like I said, Zoro's gonna go up against Monet, and it seems like it seems like Zoro might have HAKI, because he voluntarily told Robin, just leave. I will take care of it. She's a Logia type Devil Fruit user, and he just jumped right in there to fight her. So it seems like that maybe he acquired HAKI at some point. Now, I want to say next week we might see Zoro use HAKI. If this is the case, hopefully we will see it, because I want to see it. I want to see him use HAKI. I would love to see that shit go down. But other than that, this was a fucking awesome chapter. Pretty good chapter. Good chapter of One Piece. Definitely good chapter of Bleach. Want to see, like I said, I wonder how they're going to get out of this. We will see. But good chapter of One Piece. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. But Monet, man. She better be careful before I get the hatch and cut off her wings. And put them 350 degrees in the oven. Roast turkey. But anyway, that's my little shtick for this chapter. And that's all I got for you guys. So yeah, this was a good chapter. I liked it. I want it. Expectations? Question of the week? Do you guys think next week we will finally see Zoro use HAKI? I gotta wonder. This has been Bonkanai 22. I'll catch you guys later. That bitch better lay hands off Robin before I cut her into little tiny pieces and serve her as a roast duck. See you guys.